Avenged Sevenfold's "Life Is But a Dream." Wanna give a listen to an album, like a real good saturated listen to the album before you give a review. Knee jerk reactions are easy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, "Life Is But a Dream." This is the description of the album that they had put out. "Life Is But a Dream" is an album by Avenged Sevenfold that tackles life's biggest questions. The album is a journey through an existential crisis, exploring the meaning, purpose, and value of human existence with the anxiety of death always looming. The album is a departure from the band's past works and has been criticized for its lack of cohesion and direction. However, it has also
Hmm.
been praised for its psychedelic and experimental sound.
Oh hell yeah, it does.
Yeah, yeah. Before I say anything on it, like when my brother read that first half came out about what the album was about. Before we even, or it was after Nobody was released, and I remember Nobody was released. I was like, oh shit! And I was at work, and it just started at break time, and I pressed play on it, and that and I stopped
Hmm.
it, and I texted my brother. I said, Eric, the new Avenged Sevenfold came out. You need to listen to it. And then I sent it to you.
Yep.
And I was like, what was that sound? And then I heard the whole song. And my first listen, I was like, what the fuck did I just listen to? Like, what was that?
That's what you told me. Like, dude, you got to listen to it with something with good speakers, and you got to turn it up. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll be
I listened to it
damned.
in my
I'll
truck, and
be
I was like,
damned if anyone listened to that
whoa,
on a phone first. Um,
no.
so I was like, wow, that's different. And everyone's reaction was just like, whoa, like Avenged Sevenfold's been gone for 5 years. What the hell was that? Because it was very experimental.
Hmm.
Like when I first thought, I was like, dude, it was like Korn meets Pink Floyd meets Avenged Sevenfold.
Definitely Pink Floyd.
Yeah, like Nobody. Like it was weird. There's horns. There's trumpets. Well, a trumpet is a horn. The
Yeah.
violin and the solo is not in the middle. It's at the end. It's just weird, and the music video to
It
go along
is.
with it was even was
That was.
trippy.
I had to watch that afterwards because I seen it playing on my phone when I was listening through my truck, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta watch this again
Yeah,
because what the fuck is going on?"
yeah. So then my
It's
brother
crazy.
calls me after work. He goes, Ryan, can you make a pact with me and not listen to anything they release until the album comes out? You come over and we're gonna do some stuff and listen to it. I said, deal. We'll do that. Deal. Fine. Sure. Whatever. Because we're afraid. Nothing more. As much as I love them, when Spirits came out,
Mm.
they released like the first half of the album, like the first 4 or 5 songs, which I love. I love the whole album. But like when the album finally came out, I was like, okay, I can skip to number 5 now because I wanted to hear the new stuff. And I was like, okay, deal. We'll do that.
Yeah.
So we listened to it or so it was as hard as it was, and I'll get to when we're gonna go track by track. I'll wait till we get to Cosmic, and I'll tell you how that experience went. So let's start off with the album Game Over. Your thoughts?
Game over. So the opening, that Spanish style
Yeah.
acoustic, I
Bring.
was like, "What the hell is this, dude?"
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, and then the song hits. Boom. And you're like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
okay, there it is." Like that threw me around.
I was like, oh, I couldn't
That
catch up.
so that song actually is actually one of my favorites on this album. I was like, dude, this song's freaking sweet.
Hmm.
So yeah, I enjoyed that one. That was pretty
Yeah,
good.
definitely a kick in the mouth. Like you said, it starts off with one of the slowest intros Event Sevenfold has ever had, and like you said, it's like it might be like Spanish, like a Spanish song
Yeah,
or a Mexican song, whatever. And
yeah.
I was like, wow, and then boom down down down, and then the verse, I was like, System of a Down.
That's the same thing I thought
yeah,
about, dude.
and I'm
Same
like,
thing.
holy crap, and the song goes through like valley, like quick, 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 a good bridge, and then it ends, but the song's intense, and the
Yeah, I
song's
thought it was
pretty
pretty
much
cool.
about how like the guy's living through life, and he's like, oh, this is it, he's listing off all these things. I couldn't help but to laugh at threesome. When he says threesome, I was like, did he just fucking say threesome? And
Some weird shit they go
yeah,
off in
but
these
it's a
albums
whole
too.
list of things that this person is like, oh, this is it. This is all I got. This is what life is, and kind of, I'm assuming he felt underwhelmed, so to say.
Yeah, probably.
So
I can go with that. Yeah, you kind of did.
yeah,
I see that
so
now.
first track starts off solid. I was like, okay, that's Avenged. That's an Avenged
Mm-hmm.
Sevenfold song, and then Mattel starts.
Mm-hmm.
This is when I knew we were in for something like pretty special, because the guitar was awesome, the verse was cool, but the one thing I mentioned to my brother when we were listening to it, the chorus starts off with such a violent, boom! It's like a crash when the chorus starts, and it's like, holy shit! And it
Mm-hmm.
sounds like he's singing over like a megaphone, and one of the greatest bridges I've ever heard in any song.
Oh, dude,
Because the chorus starts
it was
off, "No, I
it was
know
killer.
it might seem crazy," and all of a sudden it's like, and I was like, "Holy
Yeah,
shit!"
yeah, they went crazy on
Yes,
that.
I looked at my brother. I'm
Like,
like,
yeah.
"You hearing this fucking shit? Like, this is intense." And this is one of the songs that a lot of people have said, like even the people that aren't a fan of the album, they're like, "Mattel's dope." Like, yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's
That's actually my favorite.
yeah, yeah.
So
Mattel
one,
is
two,
is
three, four,
awesome, but
five,
it
six,
seems
seven.
like it's a song that kind of plays on the Nobody video. I've smelled the plastic daisies. If you notice in the Nobody video, when he gets dropped off and everything's fake, he flips the daisies over or the flowers over, and it's a barcode on it. Just pretty
Mm-hmm.
much living in a plastic world. Fake shit everywhere, and whatever. Um, so then, like the first two songs we're listening, and I'm like, fuck yeah, this started off fucking strong. And then we dip into Nobody, which we pretty
Yep,
much covered already. And
we already covered that.
yeah, come to find out, that's a song about M Shadows and Sinister Gates had a DMT experience,
Mm,
and pretty much had they call it an ego shattering moment. And yeah, that's what the song's about. Like, you just feel like
I could
nobody,
see
you
that.
escaped. Lyrics, I think, are
Mm-hmm.
fucking incredible. Um, the mix is very good. The solo is amazing. Sinister Gates he is what he is. You know, you can't
Mm-hmm.
deny him. But
I liked it. No, that was a good one.
yeah, it was a different listen. And come to find out, like that's the sound of a guitar is just nuts. That's when you know, like the engineering on this album or the songs and the adjustments is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So Nobody, solid single, weird single. And then the next single, We Love You. We
Yeah.
thought my brother thought the intro was skipping. Because
Oh.
we are, and I'm like, but the music's not. So it come to find out it was on purpose. And it's
Whoa.
such a weird intro, and then all of a sudden the doom, 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 doom. It's like, oh, what the fuck is this? More power. And I was like, oh my God. And all the shit he's listing off, I'm like, you ever see the movie They Live?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. Build. Oh, like it was just a kind of like demands and
Okay.
building, and
Yeah, I can see
yeah, and it
that.
was just like, dude. I remember watching Joe Rogan's podcast. I forgot who was the guest, but they were talking. He was talking like he goes, "You notice how humans just build? All we do is build, 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 build. We're good at building." And then they started talking about AI, which we'll get into later. And he's like, "It's like we're the sex organs for the AI, um, the AI robots. Like we will build and design and create this thing." And
Wow.
yeah, and that's what made me think. Like I thought of They Live, and I thought of that podcast episode. I'll try and find it. And I'll post it on the Facebook page. But I was like, dude, that was that's fucking trippy. But definitely one of the most unique sounding songs, like genre. Like they have what
Mm-hmm.
weird like "Ooh, we love you." just to smash into some fucking death metal. Oh, to the bar. Dude, it scared the shit out of me the first time I heard it. I was like, oh! And then just a minute and a half, people that don't like the song love that minute and a half in the middle where it's just thrashing, back to their like old days, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They I did like the song. I didn't really. It's not in my top, but they really catered these songs for like psychedelic
Yeah,
drugs. You know,
absolutely.
like it's just like you guys have to do this first,
Yeah,
and then listen to
yeah,
us because you're gonna be like, what the
yeah.
fuck is going
So the
on?
album comes with a pack of mushrooms that you can, yeah,
Insert here. Oh,
yeah.
come on.
God, and then to me, and I got a funny song to this. The next song that everyone seems to be talking about, above all, I see the most is Cosmic.
Yeah, that's actually the most viewed on
Oh, I
YouTube too.
believe it.
Yeah,
Amazing song. It starts
I love
off.
it.
It's crazy because like he gets a guitar to almost sound like an organ. Ring, but it's a guitar, and they said it's a guitar, and it's funny because like the synthesized moments in Mattel are a fucking guitar.
Yeah. Oh, towards the
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
So Cosmic,
God, it's fucking
dude,
crazy.
I'm listening to this song, and it's a full moon that night.
Oh yeah.
I am gone. Like I know what's going on, but it gets to the end, or towards the end of the song. I tell you what, you guys got to listen to the song, and at the 5 minute and 9 second mark, you just feel like this euphoric state of flight. And I'm sitting there staring at the moon, mouth open.
Oh no.
Dude, I'm just looking, and I
Uh.
hear it's my brother and two of his friends, and my brother has a dog, and I'm just watching, and I hear, "What you looking at, boy?" And I figured the guy was talking to my brother's dog, and I'm just staring. He goes, "Boy, what you looking at?" And I look over like slowly, and they're all three looking at me, and I was like, "I thought I was flying." I was like, "Dude, I thought I was flying," and
Oh
I
god,
was
dude.
like, I like snapped out of it. I'm like, "Are you guys hearing this fucking song?" And my brother's on the same page as I am. He's like, "This shit's incredible." And I was like, "Yes, this song is nuts." And it was funny. Like later on, there was another video my brother sent me, and it was all a sample of the tracks, and Cosmic was flight. The guy was flying, like
Oh no
floating.
way.
And then the video I sent you, where they put it with Doctor Strange, and it was that part of the song, and I'm like, wow. For some reason, a lot of people are tying flight or elevation or anything like that with that part of the song. And I thought that was
Uh
so
huh.
weird. Like, dude, I thought I was like flying through the skies, and it's a cool subject from when
Yeah.
I get to it. He talks about, it just seems like, I don't know if it's like um people being born again, and he's after a loved one. He describes stages in history at the end, if you notice, like, when Rose is born again, there you'll find me. And it keeps going and adding on, and it gets going to the future. And I'm wondering, I'm like, is he talking about, um, what's the word I'm looking for? What is it? You die and come back. You die and come back.
Reincarnation.
Reincarnation. Like, I was like, is he talking
Reincarnation.
about that? So, I
Yeah.
mean, I love songs that you can perceive on your own, and
Mm.
it could mean several things, but man,
Yeah.
that fucking song threw me through a loop. Threw me through a loop
That
that
song
night.
reminds me a little bit of like Pink Floyd and stuff.
Yeah,
Like it's real slow in the beginning. It's just going. Actually, the whole song is just kind of chill.
yeah.
Just like, yeah, this is
The
sweet, man.
drumming at the end. Dude,
Oh god.
Wackerman is fucking insane, but he's insane on this whole album. But yeah, that song. Whew,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
cool. I like that one a lot.
Beautiful Morning. That next song.
This is probably my favorite.
The bridge.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was
this song is
like I said,
awesome.
I was a little ripped at the moment when that, like, it starts off dark. it starts. Even the chorus is dark. You walk on water, water swallows you, and it's just eerie. It's an eerie song, and all of a sudden you're in a fucking Beatles song in the middle. Like it reminded me of the Beatles. It's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful day. And I was like, I looked at my brother. I'm like,
it's just
this is
sweet.
the coolest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. Like it reminded me of like someone that went on a fucking they're having a shit day. They just escaped a little bit with some, I don't know, drugs, whatever, some euphoric state.
Lemonade.
Yeah,
No.
some euphoric state. Like, yeah, everything's cool, and then it kicks back in. Like, I was like, holy shit, what a change up right there. So that's probably your favorite song.
Probably. Yeah. It just how like in the towards the middle, it's like when he starts singing, it's a beautiful morning. It's like all gets
Yeah,
quiet and relaxing. You're just like, damn, man.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Then it just slowly starts building back up, and
Yep, it's
it's
so out of
it's a cool.
place. It's just so crazy they can have like
Yeah.
a dark, grungy, eerie song and then just have such a euphoric, happy
Mm. Yeah,
bridge
it was
right in the
cool.
middle of it. So,
Yeah.
and then easier happens. Your thoughts, Brandon?
Well, I like the riffs for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty sweet. Um, that's all I had on there. I don't think I finished that one.
See, you and I haven't talked about this. That song is a fucking love letter to '90s grunge. The
Yeah.
beginning,
Okay.
I
Well,
hear
it's on my
I hear
favorites.
Soundgarden and Stone Temple Pilots, and then in the bridge, I hear the bridge and the end is Pearl Jam. Do do
Mm.
do do
Oh,
do do
dude.
do. Yeah,
Okay.
I was like,
I like
holy
that.
crap! And I told my brother, I'm like, this is a love letter to the grunge era because I sat through the whole song. I'm like, Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots, and then and then once that bridge hit, and they're hitting those clean. Yeah, it reminded me of Pearl Jam. Yellow? Is it Yellow? No, not that's not the song. What the fuck song am I thinking of? Um, yeah, god damn it.
I'm lost. The beginning of the song is cool. It's just
Yeah,
how it's like
Yellow Ledbetter. Yeah.
easier.
Oh, I couldn't think of the song. Yellow Ledbetter. It just reminded me of that. But yeah, it just felt like that was like a love letter to like '90s grunge for sure.
I can definitely hear it now. The AFG said
Yeah,
that.
listen to it again, and yeah,
Oh,
still, I thought it was a great song.
yeah.
Um, really weird chorus with the use of. Apparently, there's a reason behind they use robot the robot voice.
Mm,
It's easier to just let it go, and it's got this weird effect on his voice.
yeah.
Just another experimental thing, but I think it's
Yeah.
another solid one. I could see maybe like this is where the part where a lot of people the album starts falling off for some. Not for me though. Like not for me at all.
I mean, I liked Easy. I liked the whole song. I thought that
Yeah.
song was pretty sweet.
So
So,
then we get into
oh,
God, which starts with G.
it's G.
Man, when that first started, yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? The chorus started, but when the woman started singing, I was like, God damn, why do I think of Jack White? I thought of Jack White when it started. Like the chorus was kind of catchy and bluesy and whatever, but turns out the song is just God going, man, what the hell did I do? Humans are not
I
working
guess I really
out.
didn't think of Jack White in it.
For some reason, I just thought of
'Cause
Jack White,
it's
like a Primus Jack
okay.
White, weird, just a
Huh.
kind of like a weird sound, weird song,
Okay.
catchy.
Yeah.
Um,
This was different.
yes,
And
this one is very
and
different.
another weird thing, I actually really liked it.
Yeah,
So it's
I enjoyed the shit out of it. I love this song. It was so different. Mm.
no, that was
Mm-hmm.
cool. when he got real low in the middle.
Yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah.
cool.
So then, ordinary. This is when, like, dude, it's like a dance song. I was sitting there, I'm like, oh shit, all right. It's a little more calm and popish.
Yeah, it's kind of like not disco-y, but I
You can
guess
almost
popish.
call it
Yeah,
disco-y, yeah.
yeah. It's like just kind of had that like,
But
yeah,
then
all right, cool.
I loved it. I it fit with what they were trying to do. It's a robot begging for a
I am gonna
soul.
go with like disco-y because now I'm thinking about it more, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of it that's like kind of.
Yeah, like you can't sit there and not like move your shoulders while listening to it.
Yeah.
Like it's probably a song where you're in the corner and the song comes on and that's the one that makes you start bobbing your head and moving a little.
Okay.
Um,
I tell you what, towards the end of the song though, when it's like phasing into death,
yeah,
like it was like building up that I was just like, whoa, what's going on?
yeah.
Like,
It
and then just
sounds like
boom.
a car speeding up.
Yeah,
Eh,
that was kind of
Yeah,
cool though.
and then death happens.
Yeah,
Another
it
genre
just
we're
starts
visiting.
off so interesting.
Yeah, if Frank
It's
Sinatra
just
wanted to
like
kill
a
himself,
fucking
this is it.
sitcom. Like yeah, it's just like I actually thought at first I was like, this the right song?
Yeah,
Like the hell is
in
this?
my
But
dream.
knowing everything of this album, I'm like, this is probably the right song
Right,
because
right.
it's different. This is not right now, but it's probably the right
Yeah,
one.
it was
And then
crazy.
once he starts singing, you're like, okay, yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
it
Yeah.
was like a send off, kind of a melodramatic Frank Sinatra type. This is
Mm-hmm.
over. I mean,
Chill.
if you listen to lyrics, they're dark as fuck. I mean, he's pretty much talking about going to the roof and jumping off, and that's it. And I was like,
Yeah,
holy shit, like that. Like I was listening to
yeah,
lyrics, like this is fucking dark.
yeah.
Um,
The chill song, and then towards the end, they had like the tuba or not tuba, but
yeah,
I don't know, one of the
there was
bigger
a
brass instruments coming in. You're like, whoa, what
yeah,
the hell? You got an orchestra
yes,
now?
there was a
Like, what the hell's going
70
on?
plus piece orchestra on this album.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Well, definitely can hear
yeah,
it
they
in that.
recorded it. You know who John Williams is, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, they recorded it at his studio.
Oh, come on,
Yeah,
man.
real cool. So
Man.
then we move on to Life is But a Dream. And apparently this is just a
But a
piano song that Sinister
dream.
Gates initially wrote for M Shadow's first son.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, yep. And honestly, it's a nice send off. It felt like a
Life is
prologue,
but a
like okay, the album
dream.
ended at death, but here's something to kind of send you off
And it just,
and end it, and
and that just kind of fades
yeah,
away.
it fades off. Is it for everyone? Probably not. Um, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed it. So there's our track by track.
That
But
was
Brandon,
cool.
how do you feel about the whole
So,
album?
so it's definitely not a normal album of theirs. And I'll give them props for trying something new and out of the box. And I liked it.
Yeah,
I did. I did like it.
yeah. The way I feel is they warned us. It's gonna be dear. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be different. So I was ready for that. And when I was listening
Mm.
to it, I could see, Avenged Sevenfold. When you think of Avenged Sevenfold, you think of the dueling guitars, you think of fast drumming, fantastic drumming. You just think of heavy stuff. But I think this was a good reset button to where the Rev, the drummer, actually used to write a lot of their songs. And he had this
Mm.
band called Pinkley Smooth that was weird as fuck, but it was awesome. And I think they went back and revisited that, and they found out how to make some weird stuff without the Rev. Um, and I really think they wanted to peel back the label issue, not the label
Okay.
issue, but they just wanted to come out and make what they wanted to make, whether it was hard rock, whether it was experimental, whether it was grunge, whether it was fucking Sinatra type music, it was very different type of approach, and a lot of people who liked the gatekeepers are not going to like this album. gatekeepers mean, oh, that's not metal, or that's not rock, or
Oh
that's
yeah,
not
but
this, or
that's
that's not
not
that.
revenge. It's not.
You
Yeah,
gotta go in.
whatever.
You have to go in, and it's not for everyone. You gotta go in with an open mind, and you can appreciate it. You don't have to like it, but for me personally, I was very satisfied with this album, like super satisfied. I was blown away by it. It was nice to have something different. It was nice to have something new, and it was actually like really like new. I'm glad they didn't repeat themselves through all their albums: "Sounding the Seventh Trumpet," "Waking the Fallen," "City of Evil," um, self-titled, "Nightmare," "Hail to the King," and "The Stage." Every single album is different. And then to this one, "Life is But a Dream," every single one is different. So I don't know why it
Mm-hmm.
was a surprise to a lot of people. Like, the experimental stuff's been existent through a lot of their albums, with Unbound, "A Little Piece of Heaven," "Sidewinder" was interesting on one of their out on "City of Evil." They've always had that really weird. They always had that sound where like these guys could really branch off and do something different, and I just think they really went for it. And for me, I think they succeeded, like, big time, big time.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
For
so
sure.
yeah, because the album was so different. I'm like, I can't give a review to this and give it justice without being able to dive a little deeper on it, or like understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, I enjoyed it, and I think a lot of people should give it a chance. So
Yeah. No, you. If you like rock music and you just want to hear some pretty crazy shit, then
yeah,
you'll definitely enjoy it,
I mean, I'm
man.
not gonna lie, like, Limp Bizkit's last album still sucks. Their album ends on a pop song, and I was like, this is one of the best songs on the album. But a lot of people, the gatekeepers and the
Yeah.
metalheads, are, fuck that.
That's not new
Yeah,
metal.
and but it is what it is. It's the nature of the beast, nature of the fans, nature of critics and whatever. But
Yep.
this album, I would definitely put this. I would suggest this to anyone. Fantastic album, great work. They should be proud.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we made our case. Over. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
spread us around, like-minded people. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. A
Yeah.
lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing this. So yeah, like, subscribe, do what you can, get us out there.
All right. Till next time, my friends.
See you later.